Look at this.
Pulp trailer.
We are on our way to Petra Island. We are 1 hour from New York City, and we're going to go take a look at this incredible Frank Lloyd Wright inspired home. This property offers 12 acres on its own private island, a main house, a guest house, 7 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and over 8,000 square feet of living space. All of this is on the market right now for $12.9 million.
Guys, should we just buy it? You guys like it?
It is a gorgeous day out here on the lake.
Right now, we can put a donation goal, boys. If we get enough donations like this, boys, maybe we can buy by the end of the stream. Pog.
Maya Pack. This is an absolutely stunning 400+ acre lake that's all spring-fed, crystal clear.
Ninja already bought it? That sucks, man.
Of course, if we wanted to, we could also come to the island by helicopter, because this does come with its own helipad.
I know what he didn't buy, dude. His win in Minecraft Monday, that's what he didn't buy.
Welcome to Petra Island. We have our beach on the far side, plus our beautiful old-growth forest, dated back to the 1600s.
I'd get lonely there, dude.
The original family that owned the island commissioned Frank Lloyd Wright in 1949 to design the main house.
Thank you for bringing a weak Canadian light to all I do.
They gave him a little bit of a story saying, oh, the town won't allow us to build that. Can you just make a small little cottage? We'll get approvals on that, and then we'll build the big one. Well, of course, Frank Lloyd Wright complied.
Show me the house, man.
Built the beautiful cottage. But these owners never had any intention on to build this house exactly as Frank Lloyd Wright.
I'll give it the lore. I want to see the house.
Felix, please, I don't have much money and I watch you since years. Can you please, Felix,
I'll watch it.
this 1 minute vid?
I'll watch it.
This is what Frank Lloyd Wright loves. That modest entrance.
How'd you feel about this chat?
And you come in.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Now you have this amazing, expansive room. So this rock here was actually the starting point for the plans. And there was a notch in here, which they used. And then they used the grid on the floor, and that's how they placed the house.
Yeah, that doesn't look very good, though.
It was intended to be. It's such an important piece of the house, and also that piece of nature that Frank just loves. We have our poured concrete, which looks a little deceptive. Some people think it's actually wood.
xQc.
Oftentimes the ceilings are much lower, but in here we have incredible expanse. This also brings us
rust in real life, for true.
Here is our western-facing covered porch. We're looking down at this fabulous rock that's part of that boulder that came from the other room. It is so cozy to come out here and read, to watch a thunderstorm tucked underneath here, or maybe in the evening with the western sky.
Guys, it's not even like a mosaic, dude. It looks like some like an almond bread or some shit.
Just enjoy a glass of wine. Let's take a look at the kitchen.
Imagine spending 13 million on a house and having to use 2G internet. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no.
They just really found a way to incorporate it in here and make it feel part of the natural environment.
That is a disaster. It looks like shit.
Again, those skylights up above. When this was designed in the 50s, the kitchen was considered the workspace, not necessarily the luxury space that we now enjoy today. Frank really wanted people to live in his common areas. So we should go take a look at the dining room.
So you know, I noticed that people that are sort of like rich or whatever want to get modern looking shit or whatever, right? They want to like look cool and technological, right? But when people get really rich,
take a look at
they want to go back in the past and buy like, you know, old shit, antique, trash, reclaimed dog shit. This guy's trying to be a fucking caveman from the fucking minus 2 million. Seriously did.
It really is created to be a room within a room. You can see the beautiful cherry wood table is a very unique design. And you can imagine the conversations going on, you know, a group down there and a group here, and it just creates that incredible intimacy. The ceiling is down a little bit lower. You have one of the 6 fireplaces in here to make it cozy in the winter, all the built-in shelving.
The
All of
what?
this furniture
Johnny
was
Hype,
custom
Johnny
built
Hype.
in Connecticut exactly to what Frank Lloyd Wright had actually
Subway
drawn into the
100,
plan.
Subway 100, Subway 100, bonus 30. This
Also,
entire house
in the
looks like a
summer,
wall you'd
it's
go to the gym to
absolutely
climb.
amazing because we're gonna lead
xQc
back out to
R1.
another patio, and this is south facing, so it's beautiful afternoon sun
Check
all
this.
day long.
Wow, what a view, dude. Look, guys,
Let's go
I'm
take a
alone in
look
Pog.
at the library, where you may spend some time after dinner.
That's a lot of books.
This room
13
has got
million
some
for a fucking
amazing
Rocco
history
Megalal.
to it. It's kind of overwhelming, but delightful. Again, the furniture built in exactly to design. Even our little custom-made lights are absolutely done on point and in style to
Dude,
complement
you can do this like DIY for fucking like 60 bucks,
the
dude.
rest of the
Seriously?
house.
Not even
The
like 20
mural
bucks.
was reproduced locally after the homeowner found it in a book and just wanted to add that piece of art to the house. So it transitions kind of perfectly down here to our TV
This is
area. So let's
scuffed.
come take a look at this. This area here was a little bit of a mystery. In these original plans, they couldn't figure out why the angle for this whole area was different than any other area in the house. It was a little while later that they're sitting here watching TV and they realize that the sun reflects over on the other side and it completely eliminates any reflection on the screen because Frank Lloyd Wright himself was a big fan of watching movies at home. And on another note, this
Flintstones,
whole
meet
Okay.
Flintstones,
closes
modest
right up,
Stone
and
Age
you would
family.
never know that there's any
Fucking
modern
Ooga
technology
Booga
behind
home.
here. The living room is amazing. It feels as though you're on the
Any
bow of a
advice
ship.
for
It feels like you're on a low tier
Some
boat.
hates it when I say
Surrounded by the
Omigalo
lake.
and Bogo in front
Dude,
of him and his
this feels like you're on like
He
a
gets
low
all
tier boat
embarrassed,
and there's
but
a
then I
there's a
just tell
camera
him to shut
in the
fuck up,
fucking
leave my
living room.
fuck to your mom.
There is a camera of security in the room.
Looking out, you're surrounded by the lake on two sides, the sky, the water, all of the built-in furniture. It can fit like a gazillion people. It's just so peaceful in here. You ready? Let's go outside.
Okay.
We're here.
I lost my subscriber
Completely
streak.
surrounded.
Pepans
This
xQcl.
deck
Nicholas
is
Mesa
absolutely
Cucalon, why are you
cantilevered
so
out
bad at physics?
over the lake. So we're completely suspended out 30 feet and up about 25
Why are there so many
feet.
cameras?
This is a deep
If somebody was going to come in and steal, where's he going to
What
go,
if you
dude?
live here
On
and
his
one
boat?
day you'll
area
eventually
right here,
happen to need
perfect
an
for
ambulance, but they
fishing.
can't get to
The
you because
light
you're
is
on a
always
fucking
the best out
island.
here. You're just absolutely perched, sitting on the water. It's just delightful.
She's a trap. PP laugh.
Jesus Christ.
The master bedroom just incorporates all of the elements. We have our walls.
Bitch,
are
why would I want to live in a Flintstones house? Yeah, but dabadoo look.
Dude, $13 million master bedroom. Dude, this would be small and stupid for a fucking guest
20
room.
months.
The master bedroom just
xQcl.
incorporates all of the elements. We have our walls and windows, the water outside, so much of the stone walls in here, and again, all harvested from the island, our mahogany wood. It just is so amazingly cozy.
If I
and
wanted a rock-themed
intimate all at the
house,
same
I would
time.
have just
Take a
lived
look
under
at
one
these.
like Patrick
They're the
Star.
original drawings that were discovered in the whole mystery of building the house. All of the
I went out
bedrooms
with my
feel
metal detector
so
today to an
cozy,
old
like
field near my
statements, and they
house.
all
I
have
found a
different
metal
view
case
of
that
the
was pretty
lake.
heavy under about 2
Your
foot of
built-in
dirt.
furniture,
You'll never
your
guess what was in it.
rock walls.
It was Z.
It's so cozy. It just feels like it could be rocked to sleep in here.
Good one.
Now that we've seen the main house, let's go take a look at the original cottage built in 1949.
Well, maybe
The cottage was built by Frank Lloyd Wright. This is an absolute original, signed off and inspected by Frank Lloyd Wright. The original owners were a little bit devious. They really just wanted the small house, not the big house.
Guys, where are the
This
bathrooms?
is
You're right.
really all that they wanted to have built. And it's an absolutely adorable 3-bedroom, 1-bath with the fireplace and a kitchenette.
Well, that was a disaster.
It's quoted that Frank Lloyd Wright imagined this property to be his greatest masterpiece.
That was trash, I have to be honest. You're not wrong, dude. You're right, dude. That looked like a Rainbow Six map.
The most prestigious lakefront property that he ever created.
Thank you, Mr. xQc Daddy. You make my diddly-doo-dah tingle with glee. xQcl less than 37.